It's been a while since I sat in front of a camera, so this is kind of awkward for me. I haven't done this in a while, so I apologize for any stutters or anything that I have in this video. So, yeah, I apologize in advance for it. But anyway, I feel like I owe you guys an explanation to where I've been. It's been a year since I uploaded on this channel, and I do have a good explanation for it. It's not good news. It's definitely not good news, but I'm definitely gonna want to share it with you guys because I feel like you guys are family with me, so I feel like I need to share it with you guys. So without further ado, I'm just gonna jump right into it. If you guys remember, whenever I uploaded Spiky Post Funny Montage January of 2022, I didn't say anything about it at that time period because it was kind of like uncharted territory where nobody knew where it was going. But my brother was in the hospital with COVID pneumonia, and I'm not gonna go too deep into it on how he got in the hospital, but the TLDR is that he wanted to actually rewinding all the way to Christmas 2021. We all got together like a few days before Christmas and put together his kids' swing set. So that way, if Christmas Day comes around, the swing set's already built. They can play on it, whatever. Um, Long story short, they ended up playing on it before Christmas. But anyway, um, we were all like working together. We were like me, my dad, my mom, my brother's wife, my brother's friends, his wife's friends. We were all together, like handing each other parts, whatnot, telling everybody what goes everywhere, what goes where, and we were all like just having a good time, whatnot. So a few days later, I find out like I come down like with muscle aches, fever, and I just felt really bad. So come to find out, the same day I started feeling bad. I went go get tested for COVID. I went go get the antigen test, and turns out I had COVID. So anyway, the day I found out was the day I went to the hospital and I got the monoclonal antibody shot. Well, it's like the infusion they put in your wrist. I got that, not even joking. The next day I was 100%. So my brother saw how good it did for him. Now, what's weird about this whole thing is that only the men got COVID. So like me, my brother, my dad, and I think a couple of my brother's friends that were guys all got COVID. So that's kind of weird. Like I don't know how that works, but anyway, moving on. My brother saw how good that did for me, and then he said, "Wow, I really want to go get it." So he went to the same hospital I went to. They had the monoclonal antibodies, the Regeneron infusion, whatever you want to call it, and they ended up not being able to do it because his blood oxygen level was too low. It was supposed to be like 91, 92 or something like that, but it was like 89 or something like 88. I don't really know. It was like so freaking minute, so small. So they had to put him like I don't know what they did to him. They gave him like some antibiotics. I don't antibiotics. I don't really know what they did, but somehow or another it led to him having to go on the vent. Now he was opposed to being on the vent. Now I don't want to start any conspiracy theories or not whatnot, but this is what legitimately happened. He ended up having to go on the vent. So what happens when a machine's breathing for you? Your lungs say, well, to hell with this because, I mean, a machine's breathing for me. So his lungs started to collapse, and somehow, a way or another, his body started filling with fluid. He had an excess of 6 liters of fluid in his body. Now, no one knows where that came from. The doctors said they didn't know where it came from. So what did they do? They started him on dialysis. So at this point, we're kind of preparing for the worst. They said he had like a 5% chance of survival. We attempted to pull him out of the hospital because the guy next door had the same exact thing happen to his wife. His wife went in perfectly healthy, never left the hospital. So 18 days later, after they started dialysis and after they put him on the vent, he passes away. He never comes out of that hospital. And he left 2 amazing kids, my niece and my nephew. He got a 5-year-old girl and a 3-year-old boy as of this video. And I will never forgive that hospital. And that hospital has a very bad track record. I'm not going to mention any names or anything. Has a very bad track record with people not being able to leave that hospital and not leaving that hospital. So anyway, that was to kick off the year. About 7 months later in August, my grandpa starts saying that he got some chest pain. Or actually, he said he had some back pain. So he goes on. I mean, he doesn't really think of it. My grandpa, if you knew him, you'd know that he's not really like hard-headed, but he doesn't really care about too much. He said like he was real like I don't know if he was anti-doctor, but I don't really know what he did and didn't like and whatnot. He didn't really take medicine that often unless he had to. He was on like blood pressure medicine. I don't really know. Anyway, he started complaining about some back pain. So one morning he gets up and his brother, not his brother, I don't really know who it is, his neighbor, it's family. His neighbor comes across, walks across the yard. They have breakfast together, and he said that what he was doing that morning, he had to go take his wife, my grandma, to the doctor, like to get a checkup or something. I don't really know. So he said he was going to go tinker around in the shop for a little while. So before they left, because they had like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours before they left. He said he was going to tinker with a lawnmower. Like if you know him, you know he like works on small engine stuff like weed eaters, lawnmowers, stuff like that. He works on those. He likes tinkering with him, and he doesn't get paid for it. He doesn't like to take people's money, so he does it for nothing for everybody. That's why everybody freaking loved him, and he had an amazing reputation in that place. Anyway, he went tinker with a mower, and somehow or another, when he was changing the blades on a John Deere riding mower, he had a heart attack, and that was it. There was a quick and painless death. But my grandpa passed away in August of 2022. And what I suspect that happened is that my grandpa, him and my brother were so freaking close to each other, like they were practically father and son. They got along so well and they talked so often that I don't think my grandpa ever like recovered from that, because that emotionally and mentally hurt him bad. And what was really sad was that whenever they found his body, they found the urn, my brother's urn. He wears like a plaid shirt. They found my brother's urn, like he had a little bitty one in his shirt pocket, and I started busting out crying whenever I saw that. That was so heartbreaking. So, anyway, we're not quite done just yet. October, 2 months later, my dog, Max, he's a black lab. He was 15 years old, and obviously you can see where this is going. He was 15 years old, and he started showing signs that he couldn't walk anymore. His leg was starting to get weak. He was starting to trip over himself, and he started not to be able to get up fast enough where he had to use the bathroom. So we were hauling him on a blanket and whatnot. Like, well, I thought I had one in here. We were hauling him on blankets to put him in the yard to use the bathroom and whatnot. We were giving him baths and whatnot because he was peeing and pooing on himself, and it was just so hard to watch him deteriorate like that. And winter was fast approaching, so we made the conscious decision, me and my mom, that we were going to euthanize him. And so we did. Like a week later, a week after, he wasn't able to walk anymore. He could not get up on his own, and that was my best friend, 15 years old. I had him since I was 8 years old, in 2007. Yeah. No, I would have been 7 years old. Yeah, I would have been 7 years old. I was born in 01, so yeah, that was my best friend, and we had to put him down. I thought he had a good another like year or two left in him, but it is what it is. So, lastly, to top it all off, at the end of 2022, I go to sign into my music channel, and apparently I use Yahoo. Apparently, it's not a Yahoo email anymore. So I try to log into it, and it says, unfortunately, this Google account is not available. I'm like, okay. Well, then I just search my URL. I search my URL, and it says, this channel has been terminated. Well, it doesn't say why. It doesn't say it's a violation of terms of service or copyright or anything. So I emailed YouTube like 2 or 3 times, actually, and I even tweeted at them on Twitter saying, what the heck is this about? And lo and behold, no response. So my music channel, Basins, got banned at the end of 2022. So I think 2022 was the worst year of my life, and I say that without a shadow of a doubt. It hit me. It was very emotionally taxing. So that's where I've been. That's why I haven't been uploading. And I'm not quite done just yet. Let's start off with the good news now. I keep saying a lot. I apologize. I haven't sat in front of a camera in forever, so this is all foreign to me now. Anyway, I applied to work at USPS, the post office. So that's good. Got amazing benefits, got decent pay. So I'm not going to be able to upload anymore. I'm not going to be able to upload anymore. Dude, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm not going to be able to upload as often as I would like to, even though I really want to start uploading more often. I plan on saving up a good bit of money. I'm going to open up a separate account just for money for this to go into. But me and my friends, my online friends, are planning to have a cruise like in late 2025 to early 2026, or maybe late 2026, depending on how everything turns out. It's just a big get together, and we're just gonna all have fun. I don't know where we're going, but Spiky Pup, my good friend Patrick, is hosting it, so thank you to him. That's where I've been. My life's been kind of busy, hectic, and I got orientation February 22nd. So let's gonna see how that goes. And right now I'm kind of in like a sketchy position right now because I applied to be a city carrier assistant in Baton Rouge. That's like the person that actually delivers the mail and like in whatever area you're at. But I didn't want to be that, but that was the only position I could get. That was the closest to me. But as soon as I got my email for orientation, on what day it was, a job listing pop up for an area, like a position that's really, really close to me, closer than Baton Rouge. So I'm going to try my hardest to get that position instead. Going to tell the trainer at orientation what's going on, and hopefully he woke up on the right side of the bed that day and he's going to let me transfer. Other than that, I'm stuck being a freaking CCA, which I don't want to be that. So anyway, with that all being said, I hope you all enjoyed the video. I got a video coming up soon, hopefully. I think you guys are going to like it. I think you guys are going to like it. It was a Christmas video, but I never got around to editing it or anything. But I think it'll still suffice for right now. So anyway, guys, if you did enjoy the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on that push notification bell because I upload super randomly. And yeah, if you guys like the video, I already said that. Dude, just do whatever you want to do. Like the video, comment, subscribe. I love you guys. God bless y'all. Peace.